Hey everybody, so today we're gonna try some Nordic spirits. Woohoo! You know, nobody really knows what Nordic spirits are. Is it aquavit? What is aquavit? Is it a gin? Who knows? We call these Six Nordics our Nordic spirits, our Nordic take on spirits. It's actually based on the tradition of the Nordic aquavit, but also in a modern context, so you actually also drink it like a gin. We're gonna start with this bad boy, Sacred Solstice. It is a clear, super botanical ode to the classic Danish aquavit, which is just very caraway heavy. And the Nordic gin was very minimalist, it's just juniper. So there's only two botanicals in this, and that is caraway and juniper. And for those of you who don't know it, the main rules for an aquavit is it has to be flavored by caraway or dill, and in a gin it has to be juniper. So let's try it out. So we have just two botanicals. It's very, very aromatic, but it's still very clear. So, you know, you get a little bit like that milky notes, and you get very like licoricey, anisey notes as well. On the palate, it's very, again, anise. It's warm, but a little bit of warm botanicals, but it's also the juniper is very cooling. And then you have this like lingering sweetness that comes from the naturally grown caraway seeds. This one I would say is super nice in a martini style cocktail, also mixed with tonics, but martinis or cocktails with very few ingredients, very few premium ingredients where you really let the single ingredient shine. Such a smooth and clean taste. Our Naked Hygge is a much more warm botanical based spirit. It is based on the Norwegian tradition for making distillates and spirits. So you are talking about like caraway again, also caraway based, juniper, then you have spruce, like the fresh green spruce, gives it a little bit of citrusy, and then cardamom and cloves. For that like all round warm spice that we all love. On the nose it's almost a little bit like orangey, and you have that like cardamom and cloves shining through. Again, it's just very nice, very smooth. And that's also been a very big proponent for what we're doing with Six Nordics, is that it is great for cocktails, but it's just as nice to drink straight. So you have this like very warm based spirit. This one works very well also in like vermouth based cocktails, like a Negroni, Manhattans, a Bronx cocktail, you know, just something where you can really, you know, use some of those same like botanicals, some of those same spices are used in the vermouth as are used in this one. So it really just blends well. Finally, we have our Swedish interpretation. So this is just something completely different. It's much more green and floral. So it is, we call it the Midsummer Fling, and it is like Swedish midsummer in a bottle. So here we're talking fresh green dill, spruce, juniper, and hops. Hops give this like super nice florality to it. It's we use mosaic hops, which some of you beer drinkers might know from your IPAs. Again, much more green, much more floral, dill forward taste, and then comes the florality, a little bit from the hops, and then you have that like underlingering, you know, just coolness from the juniper, which is really nice. This one, I would say tonics. It could also be used with like a Nordic Paloma, so just grapefruit soda, a squeeze of lime, you know, you're set. Or even like in any sort of a sour cocktail, something fresh, something vibrant, something very summery. Also a great way to get your C vitamins. Mix it up with a bit of lime, a bit of sugar, shake it on ice, this, and you know, Bob's your uncle. Okay guys, so that was the tasting. Now it's your turn to become part of the Nordic lifestyle. Try the Nordic flavors. You know, it's all about having fun. It's all about, you know, getting creative. Mix it up with some cocktails. See what suits your fancy and what you like. But this is really just all about embracing, you know, each other, embracing the Nordic heritage, embracing our Nordic, like diverse, you know, nature, and just putting that in flavor forward spirit that really is just gonna shine. So enjoy.